Hello everyone, Spanglish Garage here, and today we're gonna be replacing the driver's side motor mount or transmission mount. In this channel we avoid the nonsense. Therefore, it is really important that you stick till the end of this video because you don't want to miss any important details, tips and tricks that I will be sharing with you during this video. Let's begin. And this one right here is the transmission mount that we are gonna be replacing today.
We're gonna begin by removing the battery. Always disconnect the negative first.
As you might already know, the transmission mount is under the battery.
The battery has a bracket that we need to disconnect. 13mm.
You might notice that the old mount has cracks or looks compressed. This is a sign that it was definitely due for a replacement. This is the battery tray and it has some nuts that we need to remove.
13mm socket.
A quick way to check your mounts before they fail is to watch the engine while shifting from drive to reverse. If it moves excessively, then it's time to replace them. Now that we have the battery tray loose, we have to disconnect this vacuum line that you are seeing right here. All you have to do is pull on it, but be gentle. Now we need to remove this bracket. We already removed the nut that goes on top because that one was the one holding the battery tray. All we need to do is remove the nut that is on the side, and that one uses a 13mm socket. Now it's as simple as just pull up and put it aside. Now disconnecting this cable from the transmission mount is really simple. Let me show you. Let us move to the back and you will see what is holding this cable. Now to release it, all we have to do is press on those tabs. Then we are gonna push it back and finally pull it up. And yes, you need to remove the tire to gain access to those bolts holding the transmission mount. Now we need to remove this plastic cover. And we're gonna take this clip out. The one on the top, I'm not gonna remove it because I have a better idea for it. Now you see all these screws? Obviously we need to remove those. If you're tackling this job for the first time, don't worry, it's easier than it looks. Just take your time and follow each step carefully. Once we remove this plastic cover, we're gonna go ahead and just put it aside.
We need to take a closer look. That's the bolt that goes through the whole motor mount. So we need to lose that one. Once we get that loose, we're gonna lower this a little bit because we need to get access to those bolts right there. That one and this other one.
One mistake people make is not supporting the transmission properly before removing the mount. Always use a jack with a wood block to avoid damage. And this is the long bolt that goes across the engine mount, and we are gonna take it out using a 15mm socket. By the way, if you are getting some value from this video, don't forget to hit that like button and maybe subscribe. It will help more people to see this tutorial. Now let's proceed to remove these 3 bolts holding the transmission mount to the transmission.
15mm socket.
The transmission mount is crucial for keeping your engine and transmission properly aligned. A bad mount can cause vibrations, misalignments, and even transmission damage over time. And here is another way to know if your transmission mount is bad. If you are noticing rough shifting or clunking sounds when accelerating, this is one of the first things you should check. We got the transmission mount loose, but we still need to remove these 2 bolts so we can take this bracket out and free the transmission mount. And for this we are gonna be using, yes you guessed it, the 15mm socket we've been using. Now with all the bolts out of the way, look how easy this is. Just pull everything out. Man, this transmission mount has more damage than a rental car after a road trip with teenagers.
Now we're gonna take the nut, put it in this bracket, and we're gonna place it right in there. And you wanna place it in this position with this part to the back. Remember that we have that cable that goes in here.
Here is a quick trick. Before tightening the new mounts completely, wiggle it slightly to make sure it sits correctly. This prevents stress on the bolts. Always hand thread your bolts first before using a wrench. You don't want to cross thread them unless you enjoy extra trips to the parts store.
I'm gonna go ahead and start the bottom one. It would be a good idea to add a little bit of thread locker. Just a little bit, just a tiny bit. Remember, there's a lot of vibration. Before we lift the engine, it is a good idea to do the bottom ones first, because otherwise then you won't be able to get this one. I mean, if you do this one first, then you probably are not gonna be able to do this from here, because this piece of metal, you wouldn't have enough space. So we suggest, I'm gonna go ahead and try doing the bottom one first, and then I will do this one. Let's see how it goes.
A friend of mine ignored a bad mount, and his whole engine started dancing like it was at a rock concert. Trust me, replace these things before it gets worse. If you have never done this before, don't stress. If I can do it, so can you. Just take it one step at a time. The best thing about doing this yourself is the amount of money that you're gonna be saving.
Now, if you have a torque wrench, all this bolt should be torqued down to 45 foot-pound. That's what I'm gonna be doing right now.
Some people ask, can I drive my car with a bad engine mount? Well, it depends on how bad it is. If it is just starting to wear out, you might have some time, but if it is completely torn, your engine is shifting around too much and could damage other parts. Listen for clunks, excessive vibration, or weird shifting. If you notice those, it is time to fix it ASAP.
Now we gotta match all those holes. Just lower the car a little bit, so that way the engine will go up, or lift the engine a little bit.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and secure the bracket so that way I can properly align the transmission mount. But before that, let me go ahead and reconnect the shifting cable to the transmission mount. Could you imagine if we forget to do this and then we have a bunch of problems and we don't know where all that is coming from? Man, that would be a nightmare.
I raised that a little bit, and now it looks like I got everything aligned. So I'm gonna go ahead, install this long screw. Let's see if I got it right. Pick up with that cable. Okay, it went all the way through. I'm gonna start it by hand first. Okay. So you can see, that's the bolt right there.
Right now I'm gonna go ahead and start tightening that bolt, and I'm using a power tool just because I want to speed up my process, but you can totally do it with any hand tool that you have available.
Beautiful. Now we're gonna torque that to 45 foot-pound. There we go. Same thing with this too, 45 foot-pound. There we go. There we go.
Now is the time for reconnecting the speed control cable, and as you might remember, all we have to do is slide this from the top all the way down and then place that nut on the side, and the one on the top we're gonna leave it like that because that, if you remember, that one is the one for the battery tray. At this point, the transmission mount is already in, so we can go ahead and remove this support and start putting everything back, beginning with this plastic cover. If one mount is bad, chances are others are bad too. Inspect the other mounts before wrapping up the job. Screws and plastic clips are in to the engine bay. You see these two bolts? You would need to align them with the holes in the battery tray.
The vacuum line, don't forget about that.
And this is another thing that you don't want to miss. If you forgot to reconnect this vacuum line, probably you will have a rough idling or maybe a check engine light, and then you will get crazy trying to figure out why this is happening. Make sure you don't forget about it.
You see this right here? The top, you got to slide there. I'm gonna place this bracket right here.
If you want to extend the life of your new mount, avoid sudden accelerations. Now, if this video was helpful in some way, please give me a like and subscribe. See you in the next one.